Hola, and welcome back to another episode of Everything Objectified. My name is Dylan. I'm joined, as always, by my roommates, Richard and Kevin, and we objectify everything. How you guys doing today?
Great. I'm doing good.
Good to hear, good to hear. What's going on? What's been going on?
I mean, today?
Fill me in. Fill the viewers in.
I was with you today, but for them, we watched the Eagles game. They won. It was good. We watched the Golden Globes. We stopped watching because it was the Golden Globes. But
what do you think of award shows?
They're pretty good. I just feel like
I struggle with watching them.
I don't mind watching them, but I feel like I want to watch it because recently controversial things has happened on them, so I want to be there to catch it. You know,
That's interesting.
Catch it live. You want to catch it as it happens.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's turned into a platform for people to express controversial topics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as a concept of award shows where they get awarded something, my only true joy, the only thing I really enjoy from it is seeing people from shows, movies, things that I really enjoy.
From literally everything.
Yeah. And, just seeing them and, then... Even, outside the movie is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like seeing, how they live their life regularly.
I mean, you don't really see how they live their life regularly.
No.
They're at an award show.
Let me explain.
Go
Because,
ahead.
Christian Bale, this year was, nominated for Vice.
Yeah.
And he was there, and he obviously lost all of the weight playing Dick Cheney.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked like a regular Christian Bale again. And I was
True.
like, wow, that's,
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah.
I just like that. I like seeing him like that. And another better example of this is... Casey Affleck.
Casey Affleck.
Last year at the Oscars, he was nominated for Manchester by the Sea. And then, but at the Oscars, he had grown out his facial hair and grown out his hair into a ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just looking like a homeless man.
Yeah.
But that's Casey Affleck, and he won the Oscar.
Yeah.
I just love that.
You get to see them outside their character.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Even though you're not seeing the true them, you're seeing them outside the character.
So I think that aspect of award shows is pretty cool. But it's weird because it's a little ancillary to rate things as they come out by the year, because it's just a year is just such an odd time frame. I always thought that if I were ever to make my own award show, I would have, this is how it'd be. It'd be for the year, because that's the easiest way to categorize things. But I would have categories of awards based on movies or games or whatever that I thought would be good to be honored.
Okay.
So I would say, not necessarily best actor, and I look at all the movies. I would say, here's a movie, and this is what it does best this year, better than all other movies.
Okay.
So we're not fitting movies into a category. We're fitting
Categories
an ancillary category to whatever movie that I think should be honored.
Do you think
That's
movies and video games should be in the same award show?
No.
You mentioned video games.
But then how would you choose the movies though?
Well, if it was just me,
It would be your opinion.
It would just be me.
Okay.
Yeah,
it would be your personal opinion.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
or
I mean, it is the
the Hollywood
judge-
Foreign Press.
yeah,
in
their
this
personal opinion.
specific.
Yeah.
It's
scenario.
their personal opinion.
Yeah, or the quote unquote Academy
Yeah.
in the case of the Oscars.
Whoever the Academy is.
Yeah, it's retired critics and
Yeah, it's
retired
yeah.
actors and directors.
Yeah.
But it's all it's all political. You can just pay half the people off to just.
That's true.
It's completely political, but sometimes it goes either way. It was interesting last year when, or maybe it was 2 years ago by now, when La La Land.
That was 2 years ago.
Where La La Land won Best Picture, and then they said, "Oh no,
Yeah,
that's
it was
not
a
right.
mistake,
The card is wrong.
Yeah.
It was Moonlight, and then Moonlight won." And Moonlight was I don't know if you saw Moonlight. It was clearly the better movie over La La Land, and I love La La Land, but
really?
Moonlight was.
So
Incredible.
I've seen La La Land. I actually watched it the first time with you guys.
Yeah, it's.
But
Did you
I
like
haven't
it?
seen. Yeah, I told
no,
you.
I haven't seen
I was
Moonlight.
willing to watch it.
You haven't seen Moonlight?
I have not seen it.
I haven't either.
I mean, that movie is on another level.
Really?
Okay, maybe I should watch it then. I mean, I have to find a place to watch it, but I'll watch it.
It's really, really, really good.
I bet. It won an Oscar. So.
It did.
Obviously,
it won Best Picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the Best Picture from this past year, The Shape of Water?
No, I did not.
I never saw the movie.
I have that movie. We can watch it sometime soon. It is so good.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to watch it on the plane, too, but then I was
That's not a plane movie. That's a sit-at-home with your surround sound movie.
I feel like it was a very strange concept.
It is, but it works so well.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my god, I was so upset. My mom actually tried to watch it. She always tries to keep up with like the Oscar movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So she tried to watch it and she had to turn it off because she got so upset.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm seriously.
Like it's an emotional movie?
Yeah, I mean it won Best Picture not for nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it doesn't mean it's not getting people off the movie.
Nominated?
What were the other movies that got nominated? I don't know. Like 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Did you ever watch 3 Billboards?
No.
So
But our friend of the show, Nick, always tells me to watch that show.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was here last night.
Yeah. I never watched it either. But I mean, I always, of course, keep up with the Oscar movies because
Yeah, I haven't watched
those are
it.
kind of the most progressive movies, I think.
Yeah.
No, actually, like when something gets nominated that I haven't watched, I just don't like get myself to like want to watch it.
Really?
Because like I'm just like, no, I don't think this should have won. And, like the movie I watched should have won.
Yeah.
You know, so I just don't watch other movies.
That's why I watch them all. No, I watch them all, and then I think, you know, which one's going to win, which one should win. But then almost always the one that doesn't wind up winning winds up being my favorite one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean,
like,
but that's your personal opinion.
Usually,
Yeah.
That's your personal
That's
opinion
almost
outside of
That's almost what
everybody else.
always happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really keep up with the movies last year, but Shape of Water absolutely deserved it.
Okay.
I didn't, but again, I didn't really.
Yeah, a lot of like critics
I guess
were
I
like,
need to watch that then.
were like, how did Shape of Water win? So I was like, I don't know.
It's confusing how good that movie is because by the time you get to the end, you're like, wow, that was amazing, and then you try and talk someone into watching it, and you start talking about it, and you're like, wait, this sounds so stupid.
Yeah, I'm just like,
It
what
does
is
sound
this even?
stupid.
It's
It
about
really does
it's
sound
about-
stupid.
It's about a woman falling in love with a half fish.
Yeah, that sounds so dumb.
Yeah,
It's-
that's the reason I never watched
I
it.
can't even tell you how good this movie is. And she's mute too, so she doesn't talk. It's so, oh my god, it's really emotional. It's really, really emotional.
Interesting.
Super
Okay,
stupid.
so we need to watch it.
But yeah, I'll watch it.
Pretty much the decision is watch it.
Yeah, we're watching it.
Okay.
So if you didn't know, Everything Objectified is a show where each week one of us bring a topic to the other two and we discuss it out for your entertainment. But the catch is we're not allowed to use our phones or go on the internet, so we basically talk out of our ass the whole time. And at the start of the next week's episode, we will read the notes and fact check ourselves on the previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
So last week's episode was about art.
Yes.
We did well.
That was a fun,
I know
that
about
was
the
a
notes.
really fun.
We did well because we also were very in a hypothetical area.
Yeah.
It was really, really
So there's
theoretical
not
the whole time.
much
Yeah.
to fact check other than
It's just
there's like only a few
Theoretical,
notes, right?
hypothetical.
Both work
Same,
in this
Okay.
scenario.
Same, yeah.
So let's get right into it. Only 2 notes this week. I mean, for last week.
Uh-huh.
First one, Live Aid has nothing to do with AIDS.
Yes,
Okay,
I
okay.
told you.
Okay, yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Right.
So it's just like about saving Africa.
Yeah,
It's about
yeah.
Africa. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We
Good
move
to
on. We can move on. From
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We already discussed
There's
that.
really nothing else
Yeah.
to say about that.
Go ahead.
And the fear of snakes is called herpetophobia. Herpetophobia? You wanna try-
Herpetophobia?
You want to try and pronounce that?
Where is it? Point to it.
Herpetophobia.
Herpetophobia.
Herpetophobia. Herpetophobia? You want to try and pronounce
Herpetophobia.
that?
Herpetophobia.
Herpetophobia.
Coming to you next week with the pronunciation.
Of herpetophobia.
Yeah.
Herpetophobia.
Fear of snakes.
Fear of snakes, yeah. We were talking about that because I'm definitely afraid of snakes.
You have herpetophobia.
I do have herpetophobia. That's 100%.
I was thinking about that. The fact that you're afraid of something that you know can harm you.
Oh my god, what? Snakes are so deadly? You don't even...
No, but
like,
the discussion was that if it's in a cage,
Yeah.
you're still afraid of
go
it.
near it.
Yeah, I would.
See, that messes
like-
me. That's crazy because, like, I'm thinking this animal can't hurt me. It is contained. It is controlled.
And like a garden snake can't kill you.
I don't like them. So the thing is, and I talked about this last week, my fear comes from the fact that I don't understand them. And it
the
doesn't
way
make
they move.
And it doesn't
You
make
don't understand
sense.
the way they move?
Exactly. It doesn't make sense in my head. So even though they're in a cage, I look at them and I cringe because I don't. It just doesn't. It just doesn't.
What if you like looked up the science behind it? Would you still be afraid?
So I actually did see. I was scrolling through Reddit one day magically, and magically, I just so happened to be on Reddit, and a GIF came up, and it was a slow mo up close GIF or GIF.
GIF. It's GIF. It's GIF.
It's GIF by the public, but officially it's GIF.
No, GIF.
No, it's GIF.
Since
when was it officially GIF?
Because
GIF
because it like stands for something.
What does it stand for?
I don't know. I'll look it up. But
we can't.
GIF.
But okay.
But it's GIF by the public. The public has given it the name GIF, therefore it is GIF. But the creator made it with GIF in mind.
How do you know?
I support
because I looked it up one time. I'll look it up again for the next week, but I looked it up already.
Thank you.
I want to know what it stands for.
Because we're gonna get stuck on GIF or GIF.
Yeah, and a GIF showed up, and it was
GIF.
I know it's GIF. We all know it's GIF.
It's GIF.
No, it's
oh
not.
my god, it's GIF.
It's GIF.
Oh my god, Kev.
The public has adopted it to be GIF, so therefore it's GIF.
Sorry, I just talked out my ass. I already talked out my ass. I know it's GIF.
Just like if someone creates a word and then the public just starts using the word, Webster's dictionary incentivizes itself to add the word to the dictionary.
Mm-hmm. The public version or the...
What do you mean? The public? What do you mean?
Like
the dictionary.
You mean the public pronunciation?
Yeah. Yes.
But like...
So no, I'm not talking about GIF.
They consider
I'm not talking about GIF.
GIF or GIF. Do they
That's not a word. It's not going to be in Webster's dictionary. But I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the word.
They've been adapting and they've been using weird ass words.
GIF is 100% not in Webster's dictionary. But I'm talking about the word ginormous.
Next year, you don't know.
Ginormous is a fake word, or conversate. Conversate is not a real word, but people just started using it, and now it's in Webster's dictionary.
Exactly.
The correct
so what says that GIF and GIF or either or won't be in Webster?
My point was that it started as GIF, but the public adopted it to be GIF, so now it is GIF. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's my point.
So if they did put it in the dictionary, which way would it be pronounced in the dictionary?
GIF. Because that's the way the public pronounces it.
Okay.
They adhere to the public.
That was my question.
Because of the word conversate. It's not actually a word, but everyone just says conversate. The actual term is converse.
True. So what makes a word a word? Just because it's in a dictionary?
I mean, every word is made up.
No, a dictionary is like a list of words that like people just like use regularly. Okay. You know, it's not. This isn't like the dictionary isn't the end all be all words we have. True. You know, it's just a list of the American vernacular.
So, what is a word and not a word?
Like what defines a word?
What defines a word? What defines a word? Actually, though, like if I just made up a word, it's a made up word. But it's
make up
a word
right now.
I can't.
Just put some syllables together. You want me to?
Yeah, dude, go ahead.
Tagliup. What does that mean to you?
I'm not sure.
Tagliup.
So does it have to have a meaning?
Yeah, it has to have a meaning. Words have meanings.
Okay, then making that word up. But most made up words, when you make up a word on the spot, you have a meaning that goes with it. Well, so is that a word?
What, tagliup?
No, not tagliup. But like tagliup, you just like literally like sounded a few syllables together. But like words that have been made up, usually like there's a situation or like something that you say and then you say it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. So like a cute version of a puppy is called a pupper.
Yeah, kind of like that.
And that's actually now a word.
Yeah. So like when it's first made, is it considered a word?
I guess not until it catches on. And there's no exact point to say like to define this is the point at which it has caught on. Mm-hmm. You know, but yeah.
Oh,
tagliup. What does it mean?
I don't know. You just made it up. Give it a meaning. Tagliup.
I mean, so we're getting into a theoretical point. We're almost like, you know how we made up snap, like a snap is 10 seconds. We're almost to that point right now.
We're making up a word.
We're making up a word, which is almost as much as making up... I mean, it's more than making up the constraint of time. So...
we're
past the point of real logic here.
So we've made up a word right now. Tagliu. It's a word.
Okay, what does it mean? It's not a word until it has a meaning, right?
You know what? I'm just going to start using it in conversation and maybe a meaning will find itself. You know?
I mean, I
think that's tagliu.
I agree. It is very tagliu. Wait, what were we talking about before we started this conversation?
We were talking about words.
Dictionary. And
the
dictionary.
No,
how the
way
dictionary
before
is.
this. Way. Oh, I saw a GIF. Okay.
Yeah,
we
GIF
gotta
and GIF.
way backtrack here.
Okay.
GIF and GIF.
So I saw... You asked me, Richard, why I didn't ever, look up... how a snake moves.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then,
okay.
and then
Yeah,
maybe
that's what we were talking about.
And then maybe I wouldn't be so afraid of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you
So
saw the GIF.
I was scrolling through Reddit. I saw this GIF of a snake. It was an up-close, slow-motion GIF of a snake of its, spine, how it moves and how it pushes against the ground.
How it propels itself.
Yeah, how it really does propel itself forward in, a serpentine motion.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at this GIF for 2 to 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kept scrolling because it horrified me.
So understanding it horrified you?
No, not understanding it because I still didn't really get it. I just hate snakes. And
so,
I think that maybe
if I sat you down and tried to explain to you, would you walk away?
No, because I can listen to words. I just don't want to see a snake.
Okay.
Fine. Go ahead. No, go ahead and say what you were going to say.
If I had a rope and wagged it in a way that a snake would, because that's kind of you know how sometimes if you keep swallowing it, it's going to keep going forward.
Yeah,
because that's how snakes move.
Sure.
Would you be afraid of that?
No, it's a rope.
Okay, well
it's not a snake. It's a rope.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's moving in a snake-like motion.
Yeah, but it's not a snake.
But that would help you understand the concept of how a snake moves.
Possibly, but it's not a snake.
If he explained that with a rope,
maybe
would that help you? Would that help you with snakes?
Maybe. Here's what I'm saying. Maybe my fear of snakes doesn't stem from me not understanding them. Maybe I just am afraid of snakes.
Yeah. Okay,
maybe.
Fine. I mean, that's fair.
That's
but
as
of right now, your claim is that because you don't understand it, you're afraid of it.
That's what all of my fears when I was younger usually stemmed from. But as I got older and I learned more things, now I'm not afraid of thunder anymore.
Of course. Understanding things makes you not afraid of them. Yes, of course. Right.
That's why I'm not afraid of thunder anymore. That's why I'm not afraid of the dark anymore. That's why I'm not afraid of ghosts anymore. Because I learned.
Okay. Ghosts don't exist, but we'll move on from that. We're not going to start that right now.
That's a different conversation.
let's not start that right now.
Alright, so let's get right into the topic. Richard, this week it's your topic.
Okay, my topic is cards.
Cards?
Yes,
as in playing cards?
No, as in mailed cards, Christmas cards.
Interesting.
Like postcards.
Yeah, like postcards.
Okay.
Those type of cards.
Did you send Christmas cards when growing up?
I did not.
Interesting.
Wait, I did. No, I did. I did send them growing up, but I did not send any this year.
Did you personally, or did your mom?
I sent some personally to close friends, family.
Okay.
Yeah. So I personally sent them. And my question is, on what occasions do you think a card is necessary?
It's necessary. Okay. I want to share one thing.
Okay.
This is going to call out my mom real quick, though. I'm calling out my mom.
It doesn't have to be Christmas.
Here we go, Jeff.
So,
okay.
Christmas.
You listening?
Christmas cards from my mother. So, my mother keeps track. Oh, excuse me. I almost stuttered over my word there. She keeps track of everybody who sends her a card. And she keeps an Excel sheet. If you don't send her a card for 2 years, the year after, you don't get a card. Because they're expensive.
That's pretty standard.
I mean, that's an interesting way.
They're expensive.
To decide.
They're expensive to send a card to. So, she understands that there's some people that, for some reason, they shouldn't be sending you a card. They're old, they're past that point in their life where they're sending out cards. And they still receive cards. But if you don't have an excuse for not sending the card...
That's pretty funny.
If you don't have an excuse for not sending the card, and she has you marked down for 2 years that you didn't send the card, she's not sending that card to you.
So what you're telling me here is that whoever receives a card from your mother is pretty much at the discretion of your mother. what you're telling me here is that she has this 2-year rule, but she doesn't even follow it, and it's at her own discretion.
Well, yes,
that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, so she follows the rule, but like for like grandparents and like people who are past the age of sending cards. I mean, like she's not like grandparents aren't taking photos of their family and sending it to people.
I'm going to when I'm 80 years old. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna send a little selfie out to everyone.
No, I think
but like
I think you'll be past that. I mean, I personally will be past that.
No way.
And
if I got the money to do it, everyone's gonna see my face. Come on.
I mean, but
that's you though.
That's
you
though.
But that's you.
That's you
so,
just
like,
being extra.
Obviously, we're gonna send it to my grandparents.
It's just me and my cat.
Yeah. So okay, but besides the point that all my grandparents have passed away, but like her grandparents are like her personal family that she knows have situations that wouldn't be in the situation to send cards financially, emotionally, or like family wise. She'll still send the card, but if you don't have an excuse, she will, and she marks you down for 2 years. You're not getting a card the next year.
That's understandable.
And I feel because
it's
like almost $50 a person. It's almost $50 a person from buying the card and sending the card because postage and paying for the photo, to be delivered to us.
Yeah, it is expensive.
It is expensive.
So
especially like those like Christmas cards where it's like photos of your whole family and stuff like that.
I mean that's what she does.
And it's like it takes a while to make too, like to compile the photos and pick the best ones so your family looks good.
Yeah. So we actually talked about it a little bit this year, and I totally understand her position on it. So if you've been sending cards to my family and you haven't sent it in 2 years, if you don't get one next year, don't be surprised.
You're off the list.
You're off the list.
Yeah.
No, really, there's a list, and you're just out.
You're deleted.
Send one next year, and you'll be back on the list.
So basically, if we ever send Karen's parents Christmas
we can't
cards,
skip. We'll go every other year.
Every other year works. Every other year works.
Every other year. And we'll get cards every year.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I spend half the money as you.
Yeah. No, go ahead. I mean, I'm not spending the money. It's my parents. But
that's pretty funny.
So I find that very interesting that cards are like a very, at least Christmas cards are a very personal thing. Excuse me, I stumbled over my words again. A very personal thing, and like because you're sending a card to somebody, and I mean we don't, but some people send like a whole list of what happened that year with their card.
So much fun
with their card. And
I love reading that. Everyone has that one relative that sends the list, and it's just so much fun to read.
Yes.
Like, my family reads it all together around the kitchen table.
I mean, so we don't, personally, I don't value them. And as a family, we don't value them that much, but, like, we have a basket that, like, when we receive one, they just kind of get put in the basket. And if you want to look at them, you look at them. And my sister really enjoys them, getting to see people.
Yeah, depends who it is for me.
And I mean, when I was home, especially for the last like 2 years, I saw them a lot because I would like open the mail and I'd be like, oh, it's a Christmas card, and I'd throw it in the basket after looking at it. So I saw a lot of them, and it was very interesting, like family by family, what each family valued.
Yeah, because like what they decided to tell each family.
What they decided to make public for everybody to see.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's different between each family.
Of course it's different.
Sure. Well, obviously, yes. Yeah, that's a very blatant statement. That's very obvious. But I think even though they're showing you this part of their life and they're thinking they're concealing the rest of their life, it shows you really what the rest of their life is.
What they care about.
What they care about. Yeah. Thank you. That's a good way to describe it. It shows what they really care about.
What they want.
What they want everybody to think about them.
Yeah.
And I think that's Christmas cards wise, that's how I think about Christmas cards because that's how I've been kind of that's how I grew up with.
Well, as far as like those letters go, it's usually just major accomplishments over the year, right? It's like, oh yeah, this person got into this college or graduated from here, and is doing this, starting this new job.
He graduated elementary school, or something.
Exactly.
Like,
right.
Things like that.
Yeah, it's like major accomplishments like that.
So,
I don't know. So like, it's always funny like getting that card and then like say it's like a family of 5 and then like 4 out of the 5 people did something really interesting and then the 5th person like had like a pretty mediocre year and it's like very clear that they didn't do much. So then it's like, oh, this person turned 12. Yay! You know, it's like
big milestone.
Yeah. So like last year, one of the photos was all of us wearing our college
that's cool
sweatshirt.
Yeah. That's cool.
And it was cool because me and my sister both had started. I mean, my sister started law school, and I started undergrad, and my brother was graduating from undergrad. So it was kind of like a good year to use the
college stuff.
The college stuff, and we all wore a sweatshirt and we took a photo. But this past year, the Christmas card that went out, there was really nothing personal about it. It was just kind of a photo of all 3 of us in different situations. Like one of them was just like our cousin's wedding. We were all just dressed well, and it was just kind of, so my mother has kind of gotten desperate for photos of all 3 of us because over time
it just gets like that.
Over time, it just becomes difficult to create photos.
I hardly have any pictures of the 3 of my siblings. Like, of recent.
Like probably the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah, over the last 2-3 years, I think we maybe have 10 pictures together.
All together, yeah.
Yeah, my mom was just telling me that when I was back this summer in Taiwan, my brother was there too, right? And we did not take any pictures together, like the 3 of us. My mom was telling me that. I was like, huh. I guess we were just too busy doing other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and on one hand, it's like, it's good because you were always living.
Yeah.
You know? You
never
thought about
like, living in the moment.
Let's take a picture.
You
know, but on
I
the other hand,
hate taking pictures.
On the other hand, it's like,
I hate taking
we now when we look back at this summer, we have no pictures. It's not like you have nothing physical there to remember it, but you know that photographic.
Sometimes it is nice to have something to remember it. So
you know,
now
and that's why I do like taking pictures.
Yeah, that's why like I've learned to appreciate taking photos. I used to like despise it.
Me too. I was like, you know what? No, I don't want to take pictures.
Yeah.
Let's live.
Like everywhere I go, I just never have my phone out, and I don't take pictures.
I like that.
And it was nice, you know, in Israel to put my phone away, and it was off, and I wasn't talking to anyone. But at a certain point, I was like, man, this is. I want to remember this.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm always going to, but I like having pictures for me are to guide my memory.
It's to refresh,
Exactly.
It's like a good click to like,
oh yeah, that happened.
So, hold on, I have a question. So, referencing Master of None, say you're sitting in this room, you're at a dinner party, and somebody famous sits down and starts playing the piano. Would you take out your phone and start recording it, or would you sit and enjoy the actual person playing music instead of sharing with everybody else in the world the fact that you have to watch this famous person play the piano, enjoy that music? Would you sit there and enjoy it, or would you take out your phone and record it?
You know what? I think that I would. To be honest, I think that I would.
Who's the person?
Any famous person.
Oh, so it's a celebrity.
So say it's famous. So just say it's like for the case of the scenario.
John
just
Legend.
Say,
John Legend.
Well, John Legend is in Master of None,
Yeah,
but just say it's like someone important to you, like someone that you would want to remember.
Yeah.
So
if it was, you go ahead first.
Okay, so like
I'm actually very curious because that episode really shows the 2 different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Because like
ends
that one
of the
dude,
spectrum.
That one dude just like has his phone out. He's just recording.
He's like, should I record it? And then he's like, no.
And then he's like, okay. He's just like, no, put your fucking phone down. No, I think that to be honest, that I would like, you know, I don't feel good saying this, but like I would take out my phone and I would probably record like a 1 snap video.
That's exactly what I would do.
A 1 snap video and probably put it on my story and save it to my memories and then put my phone away and enjoy the rest.
That's exactly what I would do.
That's probably because you know I do want to remember this, but at the same time it's like, wow, this is really fucking cool and I'm really cool to be here and I want people to know I'm really cool that I'm here.
Okay. Yeah.
But other than that, I'm really gonna enjoy this.
Like following the theme of these pictures or videos are just like little things that help me remind me of my memories.
They guide your memory.
Yeah, like I would do the exact same thing. I was literally about to say the exact same thing. I would take maybe one snap. Yeah.
What? Okay.
You just change the definition.
You're trying to define something that doesn't make sense. But go ahead, Richie. Please go.
Yeah,
please finish.
So, basically, I would record it and then just enjoy the rest of it. Because, that's the whole point of the experience. Yep. It's to pleasure your senses.
Okay. Hold on.
Not...
I'm going to make another question. Thank you for the answer, but I have another question.
Well, no, what's your answer?
My answer... Okay, good question. So my answer is I wouldn't take out my phone. Because I love living in the moment. I love it. And recording it kind of... Even though I understand your point of view. Mm-hmm. It just kind of pulls me out of the moment. Because I'm taking out my phone, I'm recording him, and it just pulls me out of the moment. So, in Master of None, we're once again going back to Master of None. He has his arm around this girl that he, quote unquote, loves, but can't love. Because she has a fiance. And he is trying to grow with her and grow a relationship. Mm-hmm. Do you think in that episode, or if you were in that situation, let's take you out of that episode. Yeah. Say you were in that situation.
We're just talking about Master of None now.
Yeah, we are. But say you're in that exact situation, and you're trying to live in the moment with this woman, and trying to grow a relationship and a rapport. Would you take out your phone in the same exact situation? Because I feel like that would once again pull me out of the situation and make me feel like a stranger to her. And it would it would just kind of
So
I don't know how to describe it, but it would mess up the way that she would see me. Because I'm living living in the moment. I'm living for the experience. And I'm recording it so I can remember it at another time. And I'm not living for the experience with her. Especially if I'm not recording her. I'm recording this guy playing the piano.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've never seen Master of None. But you're saying this girl has a fiance?
Yes.
Don't worry about
it. Okay.
Don't think about the concept.
Just say you're on a date and this happens.
Okay, if I was on a date and this happened,
Wait, hold on. Date, but you love the girl. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're on a date. You want to be with the girl. It doesn't...
Okay, yes, fair. Fair, go ahead.
Is she already my girlfriend or
no?
No.
No.
I don't...
You're still trying to impress her.
Okay, yes. I'm still trying to impress her. I would do the exact same thing I would do without her. Because that's just being me. And if I'm like...
If you're changing
If I'm changing me...
She's not loving you for you. She's loving you for a different person?
Not exactly that. I just can't... I just wouldn't be able to bring myself to do that. Because I wouldn't do...
Do what? Not take out your phone?
Yeah, not do what I want to do.
Okay.
You know? Because, I'm just me. You're not going to... Just because I'm trying to impress you, that's not that trivial of a thing that I think would affect me impressing you.
Okay. No, I mean that's a fair statement.
So
I totally agree.
I would do the exact same thing.
With your statement.
I would not take out my phone. If I was on a date with a girl, I would not take out my phone. And no, I don't want to discredit your answer because I
totally understand your.
I kind of value your answer more than I value my own answer. But when I go on a date, I don't take out my phone at all. Especially when I'm in the stage of dating where I'm still trying to impress someone. Mm-hmm. I do not look at my phone at all. Mm-hmm. All of my attention is on her. It's on my date. So, but eventually if we get to that point where we're, dating and I'm, comfortable with her, then I can do things that I would do, by myself, which is things like play video games or scroll through Reddit or, take snaps of John Legend playing the piano.
Yeah. I mean, that would be crazy.
The thing is, if I was still trying to impress her and we were on a date, I wouldn't take out my phone. But if it was a huge concert, John Legend, I'm gonna take out my phone for a few seconds.
So that's not the situation we're in.
If it's a huge concert and I'm still... Well,
if we're going to a concert of John Legend, I'm taking out my phone.
If this is like your second, third date, and you're taking a girl to a John Legend concert, oh my god, good for you. You win.
You're killing the game.
You win. Take out your phone as much as you want. I mean, that's
just
huge.
Just text people all throughout the concert.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But like, you know what I mean.
You get the point.
Like, yeah, it's just like. If it was a date, I'm not gonna take out my phone usually. Like, I don't usually take out my phone anyways when I'm like with people, unless like I'm super close to them or I'm just really, really, really bored. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But if it was like someone playing nice music, I might still take out my phone, take a snap, and put it away. I don't think that affects my relationship with said female.
Okay, hold on. I have a question. So you guys keep on referencing taking out your phone and taking a snap. Mm-hmm. Are you taking that snap so you can share it with other people? Like, would you take that snap and put it on your story so other people can understand that you went to quote unquote this concert to watch John Legend play the piano? Or are you putting it on are you putting it there for your personal memory of the situation? Are you putting it out there to share with other people, like, hey, I went to the John Legend concert, or are you putting it out there for your own personal memory?
Depends on the occasion. Because, like, if it was if John Legend, maybe I would post on my story. But most of the time when I take a snap, I just take a snap, save it, and then delete it. That's what I usually do. Like, that's basically my camera app. It's just, like, wider angle, I guess.
So, if you put it on your story, if you put something on your story, are you putting it there for your personal benefit, or...
No. It's not for my personal benefit.
Okay, so you're trying to show off. Are you trying to show off, or are you trying to personally benefit from it?
Well, showing off is personally benefiting from it.
Okay, let me ask you a question
So you
a
mean,
different
is
way.
it for showing off, or is it just to be on your story?
Is it for your memory, or is it for showing people that you're experiencing something that they didn't get to?
If I post it on my story, it's usually showing people that I'm experiencing that they didn't get to.
Okay.
Of course, because if it wasn't, I would just save it and delete it.
Okay. I mean, I'm curious, because I put things on my story very irregularly. Mm-hmm. I post very, on Instagram, nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is more a question of how we use our social media than this specific situation that we're talking about. Mm-hmm.
True.
So how would you use your social media?
I have, as you know, very few social media.
Yeah.
But I use Snapchat. I do use Snapchat.
You don't really story much, though.
I don't story too much, but, I'm not completely off of it.
I story more than you do.
I don't think that's true. I storied a lot, over the past month. I storied a lot, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I story a lot, and my main goal when I story is to make people laugh. So if I was at a dinner party and say John Legend showed up, even let's forget that I'm on a date right now. Let's just put that aside. But if I'm by myself and John Legend shows up to this dinner party, take out my phone and I would say, so John Legend showed up. And I would just have a video of it. And I would put that on my story and hopefully that'd be comedic and hopefully someone laughed at that. And then maybe a few people swipe up and they chat me and they go, holy shit, it's John Legend. Say hi to him for me, get a selfie or you're lying, whatever.
Who the fuck is that? You're lying.
I think I use my Snapchat story to get as many people to swipe up as possible.
And talk back to you.
Yeah. Because
I sometimes do that too.
I think it's fun and I think that I just making people laugh, but so I use my Snapchat story to interact with people that may or may not be looking at it. Mm-hmm. So almost always when I post a story, my sister swipes up. Almost always one of my friends from home, Allison, she swipes up.
That's funny.
Shout out to Allison, friend of the show. And a few other people almost always swipe up and just say something about my story, and it's just
interesting.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I use it for. I don't have a lot of friends on Snapchat either. I have maybe 30, 40 friends, which relatively isn't that many.
No, that's not a lot.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
So I haven't exposed myself. I've been asking questions, but I haven't explained my own position, and I feel like that's not fair. So personally, Snapchat stories are really kind of showing people where you stand in life. I don't get a lot of swipe ups because I don't even... So, a lot of my stories also go up when I'm inebriated. I'll be honest. A lot of my stories go up when I'm inebriated.
Okay.
And a lot of times people just click and move on with their life. And that's interesting because people are seeing my life in that moment right then and there, but they're not commenting on it.
But what is your purpose of posting these things?
Memories.
Do you save them to your memories?
Every story I've ever posted is in my memories.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's how
almost
Snapchat
minus,
works.
yeah, almost
that story. If everything you story goes into your memories.
So
that's just how Snapchat works.
So yes, true, but I think.
But do you save it to your camera roll? Is my question.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So even if I don't save it to my camera roll that night, me going back to my story and be like, oh wow, interesting photo, saved to my camera roll the next morning, because in that moment, even though I'm inebriated, I know that I want to save that photo. And saving that photo is more of an action of, this was a good experience. And personally, I don't know. I don't know. If I was inebriated and some famous person walked in and started playing the piano, John Legend, started playing the piano, I don't know if I would take out my phone and start recording it if I was inebriated. But personally, if I was sober and standing in front of him playing the piano with a date, I would not take out my phone. Because I love living in the moment. And I learned that over the summer between my senior year of high school and my freshman year of college. I'm a Boy Scout. I'm a Boy Scout. I'm an Eagle Scout, blah, blah. But...
Congratulations.
Thank you. But moving on. I went to the Jamboree.
Yes, the Jamboree.
The Jamboree! Where it was a very political thing. And I was in charge of 35 Boy Scouts, and it was exhausting. Great experience, taught me a lot of life lessons, but moving on. But we would go to a concert every 2 days. I said 2 weeks, but 2 days. And people would have their phones out constantly. And I would never take out my phone. Because I love living in the moment.
Let me ask you a question then.
I love it though.
What is something you would story if you weren't inebriated?
Inebriated? It wasn't inebriated. Okay. Nothing. Honestly.
So then, that's what I'm saying. You know why I asked that question?
No. I love living in the moment. I love it.
Yeah.
Especially, okay, I don't know about, if I was sitting in front of John Legend without a date, and it was just me and him, and I guess a bunch of other people, because he's not going to fucking play for me by myself. But say it was just me, bunch of random ass people, and him playing. Maybe I would record it. But if I had a date, if I was concerned about my personal... I don't like that answer. But I'm going to say it anyways. So if I was concerned about my personal image to this date that I had, I would not take out my phone and record it. Because I'm more concerned about her than I am concerned about John Legend. Even though he's some famous guy sitting there playing the piano, that may be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. This may be a once-in-a-lifetime girl. And this may be the girl I marry and live the rest of my life with.
That's true.
And that takes over John Legend.
But you wouldn't even... But, you don't even story stuff regularly.
No, I don't story stuff regularly.
That doesn't even affect you then.
Stories are very memorable thing. When I want to remember something, I put it on my story.
But you don't.
But if I'm in a situation where I'm aware that this is something I want to remember, and I want to live in the moment. Okay, so we're sitting here just hanging out with a bunch of our friends, and I take a photo, like a Snapchat, it's just anybody, and I save it. That, I consider that different than sitting in front of John Legend, obviously, playing the piano, because it's just us hanging out, and that happens every other weekend, weekend.
But aren't they both as special?
Yes, but...
Are they, though?
Yeah.
But...
Yes, they are. hang out with your
but
friends.
The thing is, I don't think Kevin is like kind of like
he's avoiding the question right now.
No,
he can't
okay.
If
he's not avoiding the question.
He's just
he can't answer the question because he doesn't story stuff.
That's
okay.
yeah.
No,
regularly.
Ask me directly.
About?
Ask me directly. I want to answer the question, so ask me directly.
Well, the question is like how you use your social media, but you just don't.
I don't. So
you don't use it.
Let me explain my opinion on social media.
The only times you've said you story something so far has been when you
are inebriated.
Yeah, right.
So I don't. Okay, so Instagram. If you go on my Instagram,
there's nothing.
Stalkers. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing.
Yeah.
So I used to have stuff on my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Came here, and I deleted it because, in my personal opinion, social media really is kind of just blah. It doesn't mean anything to me. Somebody looks on my social media, they look on my Instagram. It is private, even though they can't see any photos. They would be able to see there's 0 posts there.
Mm-hmm.
So even when people follow me or request to follow me, I don't even accept it because why? You're gonna see you're seeing everything that you're gonna see when you're following me. Go ahead, Richie.
Then why do you have a social media account?
Yeah, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
So if you don't even bother to accept or deny their request, like. Isn't that the same thing as saying, like, no, like, I don't even want to have to make an effort with these people online? Because even if they can see that you have 0 posts and they still bother to request to follow you, shouldn't that mean a little something extra to you? Like, that would mean a little something extra to me. Like, it's like, wow. It's like, of course I'll accept that follow. Like, of course.
That's an interesting way to think about that. I like that idea. I mean, so right now I probably have, last time I checked, I probably have about 30 requests to follow me. And I haven't accepted any of them. First off, because that means I have to click another 2 buttons, which is just too much for Kevin, of course.
Just so everyone knows.
Because I'm being petty.
Just so everyone knows, Kevin hates to capitalize his name because he hates taking the extra time to hit the shift button.
Oh my god.
And that's a fact.
So adding another 30 followers to my number.
Okay, off of what Dylan just said,
go ahead.
Is it the effort, or is it really just you enjoying the moment?
So, I'm gonna be flat out honest right now. So when people request me, even though I think about the fact that they can see that I have 0 posts, I still think about the fact that they didn't notice that. And
What if they did notice that? How do you not know? How do you know if they noticed it or not noticed it?
I don't. No, I'm not arguing that I do or don't.
Uh-huh.
But I'm saying, personally, in my opinion, I think they don't notice the fact that I have 0 posts. And that when I accept their request or I let them follow me, first, I'm not going to follow them back. Because that's an effort, of course. Because I'm lazy as hell. Social media wise. I'm lazy as hell social media wise. But then also once I let them follow me, they're going to be like, oh, Kevin, let me follow them and let me look at his posts. Oh, wait, he has none. Let me unfollow him. Because he doesn't use social media.
Okay.
And I don't use
Instagram. You're making a lot of assumptions.
Yeah, you're making too many assumptions that...
I am assuming their opinions. I am assuming
you're assuming so many things that you're just not...
I mean,
I think you're just lazy.
I am. No, I am being lazy. I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing the fact that I'm being lazy.
Answer my other question then.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead. Ask it.
I asked it, but
say it again.
Are you really just enjoying the moment, or are you just not? You just don't want to put in the effort, and you're just being lazy?
For what situation? For Instagram? For Snapchat? Or for
all
the experience of John Legend? Say I'm sitting in a concert. I'm sitting in a. There's 20 people with me, and I'm watching John Legend.
Doesn't have to be John Legend. A concert, you're with friends, and you're just at a concert.
Like thousands of people watching this guy play?
Huge concert. You don't...
I feel like in that situation, I'm more prone to use social media to show people. But if it is more of a personal, knit group of people, and so I'm saying if it is a very social environment, I am more likely to share it on my social media. But if it is more of a close-knit and group of people...
I'm not asking more likely or not more likely.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying, what will you do?
What will I do in what situation? Please explain.
In a concert situation.
In a concert where there's thousands of people?
Yeah. What would you do?
I'm more likely to...
Not more likely. What would you do?
I would probably put it on my story.
Okay.
But I want to... So there's those people that will sit there and record the whole concert for their story. Yeah. I'll put a few of them up. I'll put maybe 2 or 3. I'll put my favorite song up, maybe. I'll put my favorite song up.
I wouldn't want to live through my favorite song.
Wouldn't you want to enjoy your favorite song instead of recording it?
I would put a lesser song up on my story. And I would enjoy it.
Actually, that's very true.
I would think about that.
Yeah, that's
I would think about that a month before.
Yeah,
I would say, what song am I going to put on my story? Like, seriously, that's not even a joke.
Like, for me, it would just be whatever comes up first, recording it, and then I'm done. Unless the first song is the hit song.
The first song is usually whatever song is going to hype the audience the most, which usually isn't my favorite.
Yeah, it usually isn't my favorite song either. So I agree with that statement, actually. Even though I wasn't thinking about that until you just said it, I agree with that statement. So if they're playing my favorite song, I'm less likely to take out my phone and record it. Even though I would love to relive that moment, I would rather live that in the moment.
Okay. Here's another situation.
Yeah.
You remember for my birthday we all went to the art museum, I think, and we took pictures, right?
Yeah.
If you had taken a no, not if you would have taken a picture. You didn't take any picture. But was it because you wanted to live in the moment, or was it because you were lazy?
In that moment, no. So those people were everyday people, and that was past my living in the moment, because they are every moment for me, almost. Because I come home from work. Oh,
there it is.
Tally. Set the tally. I come home from work. There's my tally. And they're there. You guys are part of my everyday life, and they're part of my everyday life. So taking a photo with them isn't me taking me out of the moment.
But let me say something.
Okay, go.
Let me say something because yes, these people are a part of your everyday life, but they're not always going to be. This is you're in college right now.
Yeah. I'm in a 5-year.
I gotta keep going. So like this is a very important time of your life, and it's a very formative time of your life. So I'm making sure that as much as that I am living in the moment, I am also documenting this time of my life so that I can remember it and guide my memory later down the line.
So I can relive the moment
because
if I wanted to.
I don't want to forget any of this.
You consider this part of guiding your memory?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
This is more than guiding my memory, because this is actually
this is literally an hour of us sitting here and discussing our life.
Week. Yeah. Each and every week, Thursdays at noon.
Eastern time.
Eastern Standard Time. Yeah.
Go ahead.
That was pretty much it.
Okay.
But like, I'm not talking about just photos with friends. You did that night I storied a picture, but it was not a picture of any of us.
What was the picture of?
Of the
Philadelphia?
City. Of the city.
I think I did the same exact thing. I think I stored a photo of Philadelphia.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, I think you did. Huh.
On my story, I put a picture of all of us, and I said the gang goes to the art museum.
I think so. Oh,
which is a reference to It's Always Sunny.
That was definitely caught on the mic, by the way.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I've just been, going at it at Kevin for the past...
Yeah, these
funny.
last 20 minutes were basically Kevin just ranting. God knows what. I mean, we were talking about Master of None. We were talking about... Kevin just left the room, and that's why we're...
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
Those are pretty funny 20 minutes, though.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
We're going to go back and listen to this, and it's going to be...
something else.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking around this far.
Yeah.
Everything Objectified airs Thursdays at noon on Spotify, YouTube, and Google Play and iTunes. And this week's topic was
Cards.
Cards.
Didn't go very
Cards,
far.
postcards, Christmas
You guys didn't
cards.
even answer my first question.
Which
it's
was,
okay.
I'll answer it right now in 5 words or less. Give me the question.
Okay, what occasion do you think a card is necessary?
Christmas, New Year's. No. Hold on. Let me start over. A card is necessary.
Yeah.
Formative times. Is a slash a word?
No.
/ happy celebrations. 4 words.
Okay.
If the slash should be the 5th word. So that's it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Explain that for me 1 second.
So we were talking about what the topic of this episode was called.
Cards.
Is cards.
Yeah.
And I asked the
Christmas
question
cards,
and no one.
Holiday cards.
No, I was just talking about cards in general, but
Okay.
I asked a question and no one really answered it, and he just answered it for me.
In 5 words or less.
Ask it for me.
So,
ask it for me. I
What
wanna
occasion do you think a card is necessary?
5 words or less.
a card in any form?
5 words or less, Kev. Come on, this is a lot
Hold
of
on,
words you're
hold on.
spitting right now.
No, I want to understand.
Card
the
is
question.
necessary.
A card is necessary in any form.
A card.
Yeah, like
Interpret that
what do you mean?
question however you want. Give me 5 words
Yeah.
right now. You're not allowed to talk other than 5 words right now.
Okay.
Next 5 words. That's already one.
You said okay, so that's 1. So you got 4 words left. Big guy.
Use them wisely.
Emotional, personal, experience.
Okay.
All right. This was Everything Objectified. I'm here, joined as always by my roommates Richard and Kevin, and we objectify everything. If you made it this far, God bless you.
God bless you.
Yeah, especially this week.
Yeah. This week's topic was cards. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go take a nap. Good night, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.